Hi, Raul Jimenez here with the Schrader Group, and I'm here with Tammy Zink, Area President for View Homes, another builder here in San Antonio. We just want to get to know a little bit more about you, your story, and what makes View Homes so special.
Well, thanks.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. So you're not local to San Antonio, Texas, huh?
No. I spent the bulk of my career actually in Colorado. I landed in San Antonio in 2021, and have been here ever since. In the middle of COVID was quite a different experience. So
Yeah, we've had the pleasure to meet you since you first came in, but that wasn't really the story. The story was all the stuff you did in Colorado and how you actually got into the industry.
Well, I actually got into the industry through the mortgage side. I worked for a small private lender in Atlanta, and my job was to go solicit small builders and get them to use our loan officers. And so that's really how I got acclimated in the building world, and then transitioned to work for a large public builder, and with a variety of roles from everything from marketing to sales to regional and operations, and eventually a division president for public.
So View Homes is where you're at now, right? So a lot of people see the signs, but they also see that you were someone else before or another brand.
Yes.
How did all that take place?
So several years back, View Homes bought Armadillo Homes, which was a local builder here in San Antonio, and that's really how we got our start here in the market. We had a couple communities prior to the acquisition of Armadillo Homes, but with the acquisition, really grew our presence here in San Antonio.
Yeah, I think a lot of people remember Armadillo, so now they see View, and it's like, no, it's the same great roots, just in different colors, and actually you are a little bit more vibrant now, so I definitely like that. But being View Homes, what makes you guys unique? I mean, there's a lot of people that dance in this field.
Well, we are unique. We're a privately owned home builder. We've got 5 divisions and 3 franchises across the country. One of the things that really sets us apart is our quality, and I think a lot of builders say that, but a lot of them don't have the awards and the statistics to back it up.
Right.
We're number 9 across the entire country as far as our customer experience.
Wow.
So when we say we are committed to the customer experience, it's not just a saying, it's not a slogan, it's something that we live and breathe every single day. And so, part of our mantra and our owner, his absolute focus is on delivering a quality product and also being with that customer after the sale. So making sure that as they're in their home for that first year, that we're taking care of them. So that's really one of the things that sets us apart. The other thing is just our ability to innovate. We came out several years ago with a thoughtful series, and we used that to kind of bridge a couple new series that we brought to the market recently. Right now, we have launched a couple different series that have things that the market hasn't really seen before. We've got what's called lifestyle options.
Is that the one that we viewed the other day?
No, that's our new 30-foot product.
Okay.
But our lifestyle options are in our 50-foot product. Okay. And what they do is they're all 3-car garage standard, but in that third bay, that single third bay, people can choose to do she shed, he sheds inside they can do a multi-gen space, they can do a exercise room. They can actually do a dressing room off of part of their closet.
Wow.
So it's a really flexible way for them to customize their home. And so that series really gives people a lot of options in that upper end price point. It's starting in the 5s.
Sure.
But the real exciting product that we just used last week was what I call our affordable luxury product. And it's a 30-foot product, and they start about 1,600 square feet and go to 2,700 square feet. But all the 2-story plans have 2-story foyers. They have 2-story living rooms, and they really have thoughtful spaces. What we did is we took the opportunity and listened to our homeowners, buyers, prospective buyers, and our salespeople, and we said, how can we deliver a product that really, from like the mid 300s to low 400s, that offers people the opportunity to feel a sense of arrival.
Right.
So when you come into our homes, you get a 2-story foyer, and in all the primaries that have 2 stories, there's washer dryer hookups.
Yep. Oh,
so you can do a stackable. All of them that's a standard feature. We also have what's called morning kitchens, and they're a smaller version of our other morning kitchens, but it gives people the opportunity to put their coffee maker and things that they don't necessarily want out in their kitchen away.
Well, what I really love about that is you don't really see that unless you're building a custom home, $700,000-$800,000, where you're going to see the double washer and dryer hookups. But I think you hit it perfectly, especially when we talked the other day. We listened to our clients, right? And being able to deliver that series, it's affordable. And like you said, I've arrived. I remember walking in that door and just seeing the staircase and just the open area and just, wow, this is how much? I just remember it just being really a great value.
Yeah, I mean, I think the other thing we heard from our customers is they want a natural light. Everybody wants a lot of windows. I think as a home building community, we all, because of COVID, we all went through our plans and took a bunch of windows out because it was so hard to find.
Right.
But one of the things I quickly realized, and our companies quickly realized, is that the market was changing. And so we had to change back and go back and give people what they're asking for. And I think that's a lot of what these collections do, is give people the ability to buy a beautiful home at an affordable price. Our goal was to deliver more. And what I mean by that is give them, more storage, more living space in the areas where they actually use it, generous bedrooms with nice closets.
Right.
So, I mean, it's really how people live and how they need the space.
Yeah, I remember walking through that one floor plan and just thinking, well, you've maximized every inch of this house. And you couldn't tell that the primary was upstairs or downstairs. I mean, it just transitioned pretty well. But you said something the other day was going back to the basics, giving people what they want. And you guys are not just doing a whole bunch of inventory now. You're allowing the client to actually go ahead and customize as they go.
Absolutely. One of the things, and I've built my own home throughout the years, one of the most exciting things about a new home construction is picking all your things.
Right.
It's customizing the home that fits your family and your needs. And it's not just the options, it's not just the cabinets and tile. It's taking rooms and reimagining them for how it works for your family.
Right.
Because, I might not need 4 bedrooms, but maybe I want another office and a media room. It's really, we've allowed people to go back and have this type of options in our homes. Or we do allow them to build from dirt and actually encourage that, because it really gives them the opportunity to create a home that's for their family based on their tastes.
Well, one of the things I love about what y'all have done with View Homes is the product placement, or the neighborhoods you guys build in. So you're going that extra step to find those great locations. Tell us a little bit about where you guys are building.
So we have 3 locations in New Braunfels, and then we've got 3 locations in the west side of town. And then we've got a location in Skybrook, which is in Live Oak. And we also have one in Converse. And one of the things you're going to see from us is a lot of new, very what we call A properties. We've got a new project that we're about to close on in the medical center, which will be really exciting. We're going to be doing some 3-story urban product, which we're in product development on right now. So that piece, and then we're going to be in shirts again late next year. So you're going to see a lot of different positions from us that you haven't seen in the past, because we really are focused on making sure that we're positioning our product in the right communities.
What I like about that is it's like that drop and go. Like, so if you're busy, always on the go, traveling a lot, you don't have to worry about a huge yard, but you have a great floor plan.
Yeah, and we're looking, we look at not only the inside of the home, but we're looking at the outside. We're talking about, turf on the outside so that you don't have any exterior maintenance, and really looking at how incorporating outdoor living, because that's a huge component of how we live. Even despite the heat, people still want to be outside. They still want to cook with their families and do cookouts and things like that. So we're really, really conscious not only of the inside of the home, but how you live on the outside.
Yeah. So in this market that we live in, incentives are always a big deal.
Yeah.
So I know you guys are at the cutting edge of that and trying to get ahead of the game. What kind of things could our viewers look to gain from you guys at View Homes?
What I can tell you is that we're competitive with everybody else. Right now, we've got a 2.5% rate start. It's a 3-2-1 buy down. So we're there with everybody else. But really what we want to do is customize a solution that fits your family. So it's not just a rate. It's what is your financial goals for, not just for today, but into the future. And so we really want to take all the incentives that we have and customize it for the individual buyer. But yes, we're competitive. We've got the 2.5. We've got 4.99 locked. We've got all of the things. And really, what it comes down to is the home right for you and your family, and that's really the most important, because all the financials can be worked out.
So you hit on something, and what is important to the family. For me, it's always about that peace of mind. You all have great warranties in place. Touch a little bit about that process.
We do. I mean, and again, going back to statistics, because those are things that, everybody can talk about,
Right.
but they're independent bodies. We're ranking at about 90% in our 1-year survey. So people that have owned their home with us for a year are consistently 90% of the time telling us they're delighted still with their product, their home, a year after they've bought. And I can tell you, I've been in the home building world for a long time, a few more years than I've cared to admit. And having a builder that delivers a product like that, I've never worked for a builder before like that.
All right, Tammy. So tell me a little bit about where View Homes is in 5 years from now. What should we expect to see?
Our plan is to continue to grow in this market. Obviously, the market's changed a lot in the last couple of years. There's been a lot of builders come in. We want to make sure that we're growing our community count, but we're doing it thoughtfully. We want to make sure that we're in the right communities and we have the right product. And so a lot of work goes into that. So almost every community that we've got coming online requires a new product.
Right.
And so that takes between 6 and 12 months to bring a full new product line to market. So we are actively working on new products so that we put the same type of thoughtfulness into everything we deliver in the future. So I would say we've got 8 communities right now. I would say between 10 and 15 communities in the next couple of years. But again, everything's dependent upon how the market is, but that's our plan, is to continue to grow our presence here in San Antonio.
Okay, Tammy. So where can everyone find you guys at View Homes?
You can find us online at yourviewhome.com. But one of the things I would tell you is, if you haven't looked at a View Home or you haven't visited us in a couple of years, please stop by, because I think what you're going to find is something truly unique and special. And I think it'll be worth your time.
Well, thank you so much for joining and tuning in. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We look forward to serving you later in the future. Have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you soon.